Mm-hmm.
Um, I will put us up on Facebook here, and then I'll
Mm-hmm.
give you like I'll tell you how many suggestions we got. Then you just pick a number,
Okay.
um, and then I'll tell you what the suggestion is based on that number, and then it's kind of like off to the races at that point.
Yeah. Excellent.
Um, I've done a lot of them have been just like mono scenes, one scene real time. But if you
Yeah.
wanna if you wanna pop somewhere else or you wanna make a change in it, yeah, go for it by all means. This is all just like having as much fun as we can.
Yeah. We'll see.
Uh, we will see indeed, my friend.
Yeah.
We have um mm, 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 mm. we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 15 suggestions. Pick a number 1 to 15.
I'm gonna go with 7. It's my lucky number. 7 is
Oh,
my lucky number.
yes. I think a lot of improvisers are believe lucky number 7.
Yeah.
This comes from Jason Hayter, and the suggestion is bar brush, and then in parentheses, no idea where this came from.
Bar
Bar
brush.
brush. Yeah.
Huh. Phew. Phew. Are you done yet?
Almost.
Almost.
I read you're supposed to do it for 2 minutes now. Like you're supposed to brush your teeth for 2 minutes, not for a minute.
You know what? I would try that, but I would never pick up my brush to go like a second time immediately.
Oh, good call.
Never, never done that.
Oh, you think it's like erasing you think it's like erasing the work you did?
The effect of the first round.
Oh, I was taught, my mom told me you shouldn't rinse out with water because you're rinsing
Yep.
away.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's true.
well, I'll wait for just a few moments, then I'll go back to brushing.
Hmm.
I brushed all my teeth. Like I don't have any more time to brush, but I feel like I gotta wait a couple more seconds, so I'll just kind of chill out.
Yeah, it's the particles. The
Yeah.
particles kind of chew on your teeth. That's what I imagine. They chew on your teeth and kind of dig away the bacteria.
Ah, have you ever thought of getting an electric toothbrush? I've been playing with that idea for a little bit.
No, Trevor, haven't thought about that. The sound puts me off. It's too similar to, a different
To a dentist.
type. Yeah, dentist. Yeah.
And you hear that, it's like, why don't they have a way to muffle that drill sound? Like that drill sound is to me worse off than the actual drilling because you usually got Novocaine, but that sound is so
Hmm.
high pitched. It just thinking about it now,
Yeah.
it just drives me crazy.
Yeah. They should make it sound like those small music boxes that you give to
Mm,
kids. So when you start the drill, it will be like ding 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 ding.
yeah, that's a good idea. It's like a soothing sound.
Yeah, that's a business idea.
You're a business guy. You always had a brain for business. That's your thing.
It cannot help it. Everything I touch turns to gold.
Yeah, that's why we call you
Hmm.
Midas.
Midas.
Yeah,
I love it when you say. Can you say it again?
Midas.
Midas.
Everything
Hmm.
that Midas touched turned to gold, man, and that's why we call it. In fact, I don't even give me a second. I don't know if I even know your real name because I've been calling you Midas for so long.
Uh-huh.
Hold on,
We've
let me
lived
see.
together for 2 years, and you don't know
Oh,
my real name.
I bet I do. Wait, give me a second. All right. So, all right. So I know you through Kim.
Uh-huh.
And then, okay, I remember the first time. Okay, she said, "Hey, I want Trevor, I want you to meet man, I was like, oh,
Uh-huh.
hey. And then I made sure I said your name again a second time because I didn't want to forget it. But
Yeah.
I've been calling you Midas for so long. Mm,
Starts with a T as well. I thought you would remember because it's the same letter as your name starts with.
so yeah, because then it's like, I mean, it's easy. And I remember it's a similar name. It's 2 syllables.
I'm not gonna
Hey.
let you go and see my door to the room now, but it's actually written on
Right,
the door,
right.
the entrance to my room,
Okay.
with
And
the
so,
drawing.
ah,
Do you remember the drawing on my door at
yeah, yeah,
least?
yeah, yeah. It's a pinball.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy, Tommy, Tommy. That's it.
Tommy.
Pinball
Yeah.
wizard. Okay, man. It's one of those things where if I'm not thinking about it, I know it for sure. But I felt like pressure that I didn't know it. I mean, but yeah, you always go. Did it bother you that I call you Midas? Like I never asked you. I just started calling you Midas. Does that bother you?
Um, I thought it was something that you did in order to like make me feel lower than you.
Oh, really? No.
I'm being very honest now, but I
Yeah.
always thought that you kind of looked upon me as like your younger brother or sibling that you wanted to like bully. So I thought
Oh.
I can play that role.
Yeah, I could see that. Like sometimes you give people nicknames and then they're like, what does this
Yep.
nickname mean? And then you're told what it means, but you think in the back of your mind, like, no, they're
Hmm.
saying that to me, but what did they say behind my back?
Yeah, it's the same as when people use the wrong name and then they do it consistently. They don't even bother noticing the reaction that that's the wrong name. They just walk on and continue with their day. They
It's
don't
funny.
care.
Growing up, everyone mispronounced my last name. And
Ah,
when I graduated high school, they called my name, but they mispronounced it. And
yeah, well, it's not that weird. It's McFarther. It's
yeah,
too close to McFart.
well, that's what they want. And that was what they called me. That was the
Yep.
nickname. They called me McFart.
I can't blame them.
I mean, I blame my parents. The origination of my nickname or my name is it's Scottish. So it's son
Mm.
of the father, McFather. It's son of father.
Ah,
The Mick is a son of, and so this is
hmm.
son of father, and that's where my name comes from. But you can understand how kids can be
Huh.
real cruel, and they just shorten it to McFart.
Now I also understand why you have this weird accent when you're drunk.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah, I delve into it. And you know what's funny is it's only when I'm drinking. Only when I'm drinking do I bust into a Scottish accent. And I maybe it's because when I was a kid, I used to go see my grandparents and they're in Scotland and that's what it is. Maybe I slip into
Yeah.
it. But yeah, when I drink, it's like some people have to have a cigarette. For some reason, I dip into a Scottish accent.
Yep. Well, it's understandable. It's like having a second identity, which goes well along with being drunk.
When you get drunk,
Yeah.
do you find that you are more open to doing things?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
Do you remember that thing you found in your room that day? Wasn't supposed to be there.
Oh yeah, The Rock.
Yeah, the rock, the,
Yeah.
the like, I mean, like big rock.
Yeah, it was a rock or stone. I'm not sure if there's a size differentiation between rock and stone, but yeah, it was like a huge, I thought it was like a rock and I thought I put it there.
No. It was. Didn't you see the inscriptions on the side of it?
Yeah, yeah. It said, you better watch your back.
Yep. I can get rather aggressive, but not in a like a direct way. I would never come on to you
Oh,
and like beat you up. I will just threaten you very discreetly.
it's like passive aggressive.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh, wow. Well, you didn't have to tell me that, so thank you for telling me that.
Well, it's why I live here in the first place. I got kicked out of my ex-girlfriend's apartment for all the shit I did there. It's why I had to move out of my home from my mom and dad when I was 15. I I had my first drink and I went into this character. His
Wow.
name is Bob.
Wow. Now that we're like having a just sharing, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure, fire.
Um,
It's in the bathroom. We're honest, man. It's in the bathroom.
I mean, that's, that's the agreement we have. When you're in the restroom, when you're in the bathroom, that's the time we're honest with each other.
Yep.
Uh, Bob, did Bob cut up all my suits up the back so I couldn't wear them anymore?
Yeah. Yeah, kind of.
Okay, all right. And then did Bob cut the cord on my brakes so I got in that accident?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'll be honest, not upset. Just thought I was
Yeah.
losing my mind. Now that I know
Not
that
upset.
it was you, okay.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Yeah. No. I mean, it is what it is what I say. It is what it is. So I just wanted to make sure because I was more worried that I was kind of losing my mind than, okay, now this makes
No.
sense.
So the thing is, Tommy wants friends.
Mm.
He needs friends. Bob wants to kill his friends because of trust issues. But that's only after like a couple of drinks.
Yeah. I mean, that's not that out of the ordinary. There are a lot of people who have that same feeling.
Well,
Yeah.
do you have that feeling as well?
Yeah, that's why I find it's harder for me to drink, so I just don't drink as much. Like I'll drink every now and then, but it has to be in a controlled environment. I have to leave after 2 drinks. Otherwise, yeah, my character comes out. His name's Fred, and he'll come out and
Fred.
Yeah, he's passive aggressive, but to the point of not doing anything. Like that's how passive aggressive he is. He'll just look, but he won't actually act on it. He's like passive aggressive.
So like a very strong attitude.
Oh yeah, big attitude, but he won't express it, but it's just inner. So it's an inner attitude. And that's why a lot of times when I was drinking, I would just sit there and I'd look and scan the room. It's because, I'm too passive to be even passive aggressive.
Right. Huh. You know what? I just thought that Bob actually left a rock, not a stone, but a rock in the room of Fred. And I thought of Fred Flintstone. That's a weird, funny connection.
I mean, it makes complete sense now. It's like Flintstone, Fred Flintstone.
Sure. But do you think there could be like a connection at like a destiny thing here?
Like our subconscious have a connection there? Oh, absolutely. Hey, you know what? Why don't we go get drunk and see?
You know what? That's actually a good idea. Maybe Bob and Fred are awesome together.
Maybe that's the reason we've been brought together as roommates.
Yeah, when I saw that flyer for this place, I thought something is too good to be true. Maybe this was all meant to be.
You're talking about, was this, is it predetermined? I think everything is. I've never been able to tell somebody about Fred, but I can tell you about Fred.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy to hear about it. Every time I tell someone about Bob, they push me away because they're afraid of their lives.
Hey, welcome home.
Thank you.
Scene. Oh man, that was so much fun.
That was a lot of fun.
I don't know if I love it. I love the suggestion bar brush because I don't know exactly what that is, and so I love that you made the choice to make it a toothbrush, man.
It's the only thing I could think of.
And that was such a great choice, and then exploring that subconscious and seeing that they connected.
Yeah. I think I'm listening too much true crime at the moment.
Man, it filters in. I was talking to a friend about this today. The stuff that you are experiencing filters into your improv.
Yep.
And when people feel like, I'm stuck, it's like, well, listen to something new, take a different way to work, like eat a different food, just change up a little bit of what you're doing, and then you have that much more experience to bring in and those points of view to bring into your performance.
Right. And it's you can get so specific that it becomes almost creepy. But that's improv, right? It's fun.
We drown ourselves in the specifics. In life, we deal with a lot of generalities, you know? In life, we talk about things and kind of and sort of, and we use terms like that, and we don't remember people's names. But when you improvise, those specifics mean so much more, and that's what our scenes are based on. It's not what they're about, but it definitely adds that flavor to it.
Right.
How did you get into improv? Like, what excited you about it? How did you start improvising?
It's a good question. I guess I've always wanted to do acting.
Yeah.
So improv is like taking that first step, and you're being supported by such a big group of people in every small step you make or take. And I realized that I want to do improv for improv's sake, not only for becoming better at acting. So it's more by coincidence that I've embraced it so much.
I love it. Improv by coincidence.
Yeah, but how about yourself? And for how long have you been doing it?
Well, I got classes back in December of 1991. My parents said, we think you'd like improv classes, and I didn't really know anything about it. And so it started as just a gift. Excuse me.
That's parents nailing it.
Yeah, and that was it. That led me to a career in improv.
From day one, or was it in periods or phases?
It was kind of from day one.
Yeah. Huh. Are you surviving?
Oh, I'm surviving.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said, we think you'd like it. I took classes and I fell in love with it, and that was it.
Huh. Did your parents have any experience with it themselves, or?
No, my dad was an iron worker, and my mom worked in a retail store, and but they enjoyed comedy, and that was the key.
Yeah.
So it was, my dad and I used to laugh and watch a bunch of shows, and just humor was a big part of our lives. So I think they somehow heard about Second City, which I'm from Chicago, so they heard about that, and they said, we signed you up for improv classes. And then I just kept taking more classes, and then I was like performing, and I didn't like want to be a performer. I just had fun doing it. And then it just, one class led to another, and I got in with a group of friends, and we formed a group early on. And then it was like, you got to take a class with this person. So then we would take a class with this person, and we'd take another class and another class. And then it wasn't like it is now, where you could have opportunities to perform. It just, there weren't as many places you could do shows at or perform. But I started I took classes at Second City, and then heard about this place called Improv Olympics, which turned into IO. And their attraction was, you can get on stage the fastest. So, I think like level 1, week 3 or 4, we were doing shows, or week 5 maybe. And you're trying to do.
Did they do like theater sports, or was it long form already back then?
Well, Improv Olympics started as short form competition, like theater sports.
Right.
But when I started taking classes there, they were developing and working on the Herald, and so they had been doing that for a little bit. So it was a long form. So you're in week, imagine week 5, never seeing a long form show,
Yeah.
The only experience you have is games, and
Yeah.
then you're taught this format. It's like, okay, now go out and do it in front of the guy who created it. And then like the people that were in the like the main house team at that time was a group called the Family, which turned into, there's like it turned into UCB. Basically it turned into those folks. So
Yeah, I've heard about that.
it was like I remember it was like Ali Farnakian and Matt Besser, who was my first coach, and they kind of took it to that next level. But yeah, I was never like, I hope one day to teach improv and perform. I was like, this is just fun with friends. It was a hobby, and then boom, it turned into something else.
Huh. Awesome. Well, are you an actor in addition, or?
Yeah, I do, but I haven't really been an auditioning actor. I live in LA, but I don't have the passion right now to go and audition, and I'd rather create my own stuff. So I'd rather spend the time like, oh, I'll shoot my own thing, or I'll get together with friends, or I'll do things like this. To me, that's more exciting than having to wait for someone to tell me, come do this show or this commercial or whatever. So I really like more doing than anything. What about you? What's taking your time now? I mean, you're in Oslo.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of hiking in the nature here. So when you were here, I'm not sure if you had time for it, but in and around Oslo, you have so many trekking possibilities.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful, and I'm hooked on buying buns at the different like cabins that you can walk to. So I'm like walking very far and then eating lots of shit to wake up for it.
Oh my God.
Enjoying life. And it's also sunny now, so it's great. Yeah.
Oh, and like, yeah, you're right. It's just such a beautiful country, and there's so many places to explore. And the pastries, the death of me. Scandinavian pastries and chocolate.
Yeah.
Forget it. Like it's I love like Norwegian chocolate is my favorite by far.
Yeah, the milk chocolate.
Oh yes.
Oh my God.
So good.
Yeah.
Where can people, if they want to follow you or get a hold of you online, what's the best way they can do it?
Yeah, the thing is, I actually work in a digital agency, but I'm not very digital. I'm on Facebook. Period.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But yeah, Facebook is good. I never caught on to Twitter.
Oh,
Didn't get it.
It's just a time suck at times. And like,
I can imagine, yeah.
Now with Twitter, it's so negative on Twitter that like, I think Instagram's better because it tends to be more positive than Twitter.
Okay. Huh,
so
interesting.
Yeah, but good, man. Stay away from it. It's just, it just is like, it's just a time wasted. So.
Right.
Oh, well,
exactly.
You were the best, my friend, Marius. It's so fun playing with you, and I can't wait to do it again.
So much fun. Looking forward to see you in real life.
Yeah, buddy. I can't wait.
A course with you.
And hike. We'll go hiking.
For shizzle.
For shizzle. See you, buddy.
It can't be my last words. It can't
Okay. What's your?
No, it's gonna be my last words. I want it to be. Yeah.
You gotta own it. You gotta own it.
For shizzle.
See you, buddy.